Hello YouTube, this kid's around 2 years. I'm gonna do another Disney read-along. Video. Is this time, which I don't know many people remember this one, but it was called Pocahontas, the season of the spirit of giving. I'll start right after I look over ones that were the cast voices for this read-along, which were Irene Barr was the same voice Pocahontas, which was in the movie, and then Queen was Karen Doe Treats for Samuel. Good voice was Nick Tate. Eagle, which one first? He was Danny Man. Michael St. John. The governor was Robert. I never heard of some voice actors or actresses. But anyway, let's get started, shall we?
This is the story of one special winter in the lives of Pocahontas and the Jamestown settlers. You can read along with me in your book. You will know it is time to turn the page when you hear this sound. Let's begin now. Dear John, thanks to you, a great day has come. The food you sent finally arrived. And tonight, in honor of the occasion, we're having a feast with the Puritans. I know what you're thinking. The supplies were supposed to arrive in December, and here it is almost March. How did we manage to get by? Now that is a story worth telling. This past fall was beautiful and made all the finer by the return of the Susan Constant with many of our families aboard. I felt so lucky to be reunited with my dear Hannah and little Rebecca. Pocahontas became fast friends with many of the new arrivals, most especially with my daughter. Rebecca took to following Pocahontas everywhere, imitating everything she did. Pocahontas was very good-natured about it, and used the opportunity to learn more English. She became so good at English that Chief Puritan would rely on her when dealing with the settlers. One day, Pocahontas came to the settlement about a serious matter. She was with her father, his medicine man Cacata, and many of the leaders of the Puritan nation. They were dressed in all their finery and came to call on the new governor. I was invited to hear what they had to say, along with several other men.
Governor, gentlemen, my father has asked me to speak for him and all of our people. He's worried. You see, it is going to be a very cold winter, and he's concerned that you might not have put aside enough food or supplies to help see you through.
The governor looked completely bored.
A very cold winter. Now whatever makes the good chief think that?
Pocahontas gazed at the governor, willing him to understand.
Please, sir, I know last winter was mild, but this year there will be terrible storms.
The governor raised his eyebrows in mock concern.
Do tell.
The geese have already flown south, earlier than in seasons past.
The governor only snorted.
What has that to do with us? We are not geese.
But the deer, their coats are thicker this year. That's always a sign of a bad winter.
Young woman, it is good of you and your people to be concerned, but your warning is not necessary. We are prepared. You see, we've sent to England for everything we need. Good wholesome English food is on its way, so we won't be needing your berries and beans. Thank you for coming. But if you'll excuse me, I have important things to do.
Pocahontas and Parton stared at the governor in disbelief. I have to admit I did too, but he is not a man likely to change his mind. So we just turned and filed from the room. John, I know that I should follow orders, but my heart told me something had to be done. I ran after Pocahontas, drawing her away from her father and the others. Pocahontas, please wait.
What is it, Samuel Quincy?
The governor doesn't understand the wisdom of your father. He hasn't been here long enough to know your people's ways. He heard last winter was very mild, and is sure he knows what is best for us.
Then my people cannot help him.
I know your father's judgment is to be trusted. Isn't there something we can do? Pocahontas thought for a moment, then gave me an impish grin.
Samuel Quincy, everyone knows I am great friends with your family. What if I were to bring some of the extra corn my people have harvested and leave it at your home? That would be some help.
I took the dear girl's hands in mine. Pocahontas, I feel lucky to have you as my friend. And so it began. Almost every day, Pocahontas would come to our house, her sack full of golden corn. That is, what Miko hadn't taken. We were able to store some before the weather changed, suddenly growing cold and damp, and then snowing. Snow like I'd never seen it before. It came down, and down, and down, every day for almost a solid month, turning our whole world as white as the white cliffs of Dover. But still, Pocahontas came. Then one day, Pocahontas and Miko walked through the door with the saddest looks I've ever seen on their faces.
I'm so sorry, but
I have to pause.